You're right guys, it's Capcom Tom here and welcome to episode number 18 of The Path to Paris. Now we're going to start this episode off by jumping into our trade pile to see that we have sold a few items from the trading session we did a couple of episodes ago. So still trying to sell stuff, and we have got a load more stuff as well. I think we've got another probably about 6-7k's worth of stuff in our trade pile, so hopefully that will sell on soon, and I'm hoping to do another trading session tonight, so I'll bring that to you tomorrow in tomorrow's episode. Now if you're looking to buy some Ultimate Team coins, go and check out futcoinemporium.com. Their link will be down in the description. A fast, cheap and reliable coin service, and if you use the discount code CapcomTom you will get 10% off all of your purchases. Now we're in the Gold Cup. The reason we're in the Gold Cup is because I was resting players in the last episode. You can go back and watch it if you missed it, and we actually got all the way to the semi-finals using a sort of like a reserve sort of slash rotational team, and I was like, well, you know, we're in it now, we might as well try and go all the way to the final, win it. There's 2,000 coin bonus and a gold pack up for grabs, so that's what we're going to do. We're in the semi-finals, and as you can see, we're coming up against a 4-1-4-1 Serie A squad. Now the last time I came up against a 4-1-4-1 Serie A squad, I actually got beaten by it, and I have Balotelli up front, so omens are not good for me at the start of this game. I'm hoping that we can go strong and win this game, and we do start off really well. Lovely scoop turn from Menes there to get past his man. He goes past him, and he does indeed finesse that one into the bottom right hand corner of the goal to give us an early lead. However, we gave away what I have to say is a very, very cheap corner, and you all know exactly what's going to happen. Balotelli just stands there in the middle of the box. Our right back, Jallet, I have to say, he is not a very good player. He seems to get lost, especially with the crosses, which is a big problem, I have to say, because obviously crosses are a massive thing. He manages to lose his man all the time, and I have noticed that it's always him or our other wing back, Digne. They are both absolutely shocking at tracking men in the box. Anyway, we conceded, and then we managed to give away a penalty. I have no idea how that happened. I was absolutely fuming when that penalty was given, especially in the 90th minute. It gave me no chance, you know, to go into extra time or get a goal back or anything like that, and we end up losing, and I was fuming because I was all over the guy. I had the better, you know, the better chunk of possession, and we had roughly the same amount of chances, but the way I was dominating the game, I just felt like I should have walked away with a victory, which just didn't happen. We're going to get 500 coins for our trouble though, but it's not, you know, the sort of amount that we're hoping for. We're hoping for more like 600-700, and obviously we're looking for the tournament bonus as well. Now we're going to go make a signing to make up for it, and we go and buy our first ever inform for the team. Is going to be inform Marquinhos. Now you may be wondering, why have you done that? You've still got other players to sign. You know, you've got the likes of Lavezzi, Silva, Ibrahimovic, Vanderville even to sign, and the reason that I wanted to buy the inform Marquinhos is because he's in this team of the week, so he's at his lowest price that he's ever going to be at. He's only 19k. I think his price is definitely going to go up over the next week, and thinking in the long run, it makes sense to sign him, because our other players, for example Silva and Lavezzi, they'll probably be going down in price at the moment, because obviously as they come out of packs more, they'll go down. But Marquinhos, he's not in packs anymore, he's going to go up, so it was definitely worth picking him up. I picked him up for you guys, it'll be yesterday, so yesterday during the day about 6 o'clock, and that's when team of the week players are at their lowest value. So there you go. We're going to give him his kit number, and obviously he's going to get his the first informed check goes onto the checklist, and pretty happy to see him in the team, to be honest. He looks like a very, very good defender. Now if you want to drop a like now, that would be really appreciated. Let's see if we can hit 1,500 likes for the first informed signing of the series, and you can see that we are in the new season of divisions. Obviously getting knocked out of that cup has sent us back to divisions. We're in division 7, hoping to do some damage. Obviously the Marquinhos is going to help us out a lot, and here we go. We're coming up against a 4-1-2-1-2 BPL team, and it looks kind of dangerous because he has Eto, Kone up front, he also has Lennon, he has Coutinho, he has the likes of Willian as well. And this game was a little bit of an explosive one, I have to say. You can see here we get into the lead early on, Pastore crossing, Menes heading into the back of the net, and I was pretty happy, to be honest. I thought, you know, after that first loss we're going to get a win here. This guy doesn't seem to be too good, and then I made an absolute shocker of a mistake. Thought I could nick that ball off his player as it was rolled out to him, but I ended up going straight through the back of him. Menez gets the red card, and I was like, oh God, 11 minutes in, we're in trouble. However, saying that, we actually managed to get another goal. It was Verratti that ended up getting a rebounded chance. He only just put it into the back of the net, poor guy. Not got much of a shot on him, as you can see. And I was like, okay, we'll go defensive and just hold out for the rest of the game. He was back in the game within another 12 minutes because he got a corner. And then he got a header. And I absolutely hate playing against guys that play like this. They're the sort of people that don't even look to play the game in any other way than to cross and pace rate, basically. That's the only way they like to play. They don't even try to, you know, do any sort of build-up. And it's very difficult to play against. You saw there at half-time, we went in 2-2. He had 2 shots and 2 on target and scored both of them. And I had 3 times as many chances, and I'd had 60% of the possession. So I was really fuming that I'd gone in at half-time 2-2. We ended up making it 3-3 after he scored with Lennon, and then Pastore managed to level it up. But I just couldn't do anything against him. And oh, it's just absolutely infuriating. Jallet there making a mistake, not pulling back enough to mark his man. He's always going to try and play the ball through there. All he has to do is run back, but he just stood there and watched him run through. And I would have called this episode like, oh, does the game hate me or something if we hadn't made a signing, because I just got absolutely battered by the game. I didn't think I played particularly badly. In fact, I knew I didn't play badly in either game. And I know loads of you are going to be sitting there just screaming at me like, you're the one who got Menez sent off, it's your fault. But to be honest, Menez is a striker, we all know that. And he doesn't affect the play at the back. He doesn't affect the defence. I was on defensive. That should have been enough to hold this guy off for the rest of the game, especially when he only had 7 chances and he scored 4 of them. That's kind of a ridiculous amount, especially when I had more chances as well. So, not trying to have a moan, I'm just trying to say that this game is retarded. Anyway, here we go, we're in our trade pile, and you can see that we have managed to sell a few more items. We also have some more badges and kits to sell. One of them is actually a badge that you can't even find on the market if you search for it by club. You have to search for it by league, and I think it's Camp Patrobas or something like that is the league that it's in. It's like a cool dragon. It looks like a Gyarados from Pokemon, if you guys don't mind me being really nerdy and bringing up Pokemon. But anyway, we're going into our final game of the episode. Our heads held high. We are going to get something from this game, I promise. And you can see here that we're coming up against a 4-3-2-1. Nice looking hybrid. It's La Liga meets BPL. The way he's hybrided it up is through his Brazilian centre mids, his French centre backs, and then the Mexican link up front, which I thought was really, really clever and a really nice hybrid. Unfortunately for me, game still was on you're not going to get a win no matter what you do, because gave a penalty away, went the right way, still didn't save it, so you know that something is not right with the world. However, I thought that my luck was changing. I got a penno of my own, and you can see there that it was Lucas coming into the box. He got absolutely clouted by one of his players. I think it was Koscielny, as you see him running there. I got Cavani to step up and take it, and he does indeed convert that one, so I was pretty happy about that. Good to see Cavani scoring, man, because, you know, we paid a lot of coins for him. I want to see him score a lot of goals, and he hasn't been doing that for us so far, so I'm hoping he'll score a couple more in the coming episodes. We managed to concede again when the ball came off Sirigu and went straight to Fernandinho's feet. He told me to calm down, and to be honest, that was the last straw. I went absolutely rage mode. All I did, I was like, I'm going to abuse the game. I'm going to absolutely be a dick, and just crossed it for the rest of the game. Every time I got it, I went straight down the wing, whipped it into Cavani, and eventually it paid off. He managed to get himself a second goal, and we do take down a 2-2 result. Considering the fact that we were down twice in this game, I wasn't too displeased that we walked away with a draw. Obviously, it would have been nice to have a win, but, you know, that's just what happens. So I apologise for not being able to win any games in this episode, guys. I hope that you can find your way to hitting the like button anyway, because we did make an informed signing, the first one of the series. Might be the first of only 2, depending on how quick we get it done and how many more PSG players get into Team of the Week. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed the episode. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all next time.